First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Buffalo Bills. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. With about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL. I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Singletary. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Brought down just shy of the goal line. Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Point after here coming up. Man, this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory turkey and pumpkin pie.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Allen again. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
36-yard line.
Tighten up, tighten up. Slant. Spine. No.
Back to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check 52. Hawk 70.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Get that ball. 31's the right. 31's the right. Come on, come on. 31's the right.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great play there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14 to 10. 14.
Bills 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this one is incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A final shot before half for Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal at the 2.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in college.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. Looking to throw. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Allen now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 31-yard line.
From the 31, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Going deep for Diggs. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
First and 10 at the 30.
They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play here for Buffalo. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen to throw once more. Going deep for Diggs. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 7.
On 2nd and 9, Allen steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Allen from the gun on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
A 36-yard penalty.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
31's the mic.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Watch the ball, watch the ball. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 37.
And the Lions first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Slam.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Allen to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Lions 21. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
And I think the ball's out.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Buffalo, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers.